I overheard my wife say she couldn't stand me.
The night I overheard my wife say she couldn't stand me, something inside me didn't just break, it went silent. Not shattered, not destroyed, just quiet, like the last echo in a house that finally realizes it's empty. My name is Nathan Holloway. And until that night, I thought love was something you could earn if you just tried hard enough. Turns out love isn't earned, it's chosen. And Vanessa had stopped choosing me long before I realized it. I came home late from work, exhausted, loosened my tie, and walked down the hallway expecting nothing more than dinner leftovers and a soft kiss on the cheek. Instead, I heard her voice. I can't stand him anymore. Every breath he takes irritates me. Her words sliced through the apartment like cold steel. At first, I thought I was hearing wrong. Then she went on, each sentence heavier, sharper, final. I haven't loved him in years. Standing there in the dim hallway, gripping the doorframe, I felt the kind of heartbreak that drains the color from the world. I didn't confront her. I didn't yell. I didn't beg. I simply packed a bag. When she saw me in the living room, duffel in hand, her smile died in an instant. Nathan, what are you doing? I met her eyes. I hope you find what you're looking for. Then I walked out. I drove with no destination. Past the harbor, past streetlights that flickered like dying hope, past memories I didn't want anymore, Vanessa called, then texted, then blamed me. You're being dramatic. We need to talk. Come home. Everything except what mattered. I'm sorry, that apology never came. I ended up in a tiny diner off the highway, the kind with flickering neon and coffee that tastes like burnt hope. I sat there for hours, staring at the menu, staring at my reflection, staring at the life I wasn't sure I wanted anymore. The waitress, a tired woman with kind eyes, simply said, "You look like a man who lost something." I didn't correct her, because I hadn't lost something. I'd finally seen the truth. When the door chimed behind me, I didn't turn, not until I heard her voice. Nathan! Vanessa stood in the doorway, hair messy, eyes wild, breath quick. She looked more panicked than remorseful. You disappeared, she snapped. You just left. I walked away, I corrected. She slid into the booth across from me, her voice softening. That stuff you heard. It wasn't what it sounded like. I was venting, I didn't mean it. I set my fork down. You haven't loved me in years. Your words, Vanessa, not mine. Her face went pale. Nathan, every couple goes through rough patches. How long has ours been going on? I asked. She didn't answer. She didn't need to. I already knew. And for once in our entire marriage, the silence wasn't mine to fill. When I asked her if she ever planned to tell me the truth, she looked away. That was my answer. You let me love you, I said quietly. Even when you knew you didn't love me back. Her eyes filled with tears. I don't want to lose you, she whispered. It hit me then. She didn't want me. She wanted the comfort of me, the guarantee of me, the convenience of me. I pulled my hand away from hers. I'm not your safe option, I said. Not anymore. Her tears fell harder. But sympathy doesn't grow in dead soil. When I walked outside, she followed. Nathan, please don't make this final. This was final months ago, I said. You just didn't say it out loud until last night. Her voice cracked. Why are you being so cold? Because you were cold first. I just never noticed. For 8 years I made myself smaller so she could feel bigger. Quieter so she could feel heard. Predictable so she felt secure. And when she outgrew the version of me she built, she resented me for fitting the shape she carved. She asked one last question. So what now? Now I figure out who I am without you. Her lips trembled. She realized, too late, that she was losing a man who would have done anything for her, but I wasn't that man anymore. I got in my car, drove away, didn't look back, not once. I drove until the sky turned orange with morning. I drove until the ache in my chest numbed. I drove until I realized there was only one person I could call who wouldn't judge me. Marcus? My brother answered grudgingly. Nathan, everything okay? No, I said honestly. But I think I'm finally ready to fix that. He didn't ask questions. Get here. You're not going through this alone. For the first time, I believed that. I stayed with him for weeks, rediscovering sleep, laughter, silence without tension, rediscovering myself. 2 months later, I returned to the apartment for my last belongings. Vanessa looked different. But so did I. I was wrong, she whispered. I realized what I lost. I studied her, the woman I once loved. The woman who broke me with a sentence. The woman who waited until I walked away to want me back. It doesn't matter if you realized it, I said gently. What matters is that I did. Her tears came, but this time they didn't pull me back. I zipped my bag, walked past her, walked out. For good. As I drove away from the life I'd once built around her, I felt something unexpected. Not heartbreak, not anger, not regret, hope. For the first time in 8 years, my future was mine again, and this time, I wasn't giving it to someone who couldn't stand the way I breathed.